What's going on, guys? Romeo, Tango, and you guessed it, story time. So, camera angle's off a bit because, special treat today, we are going to unbox the Canik TP9 SF Elite Combat. So let's dive right in. Let's not even waste time. It's right off the top. In the top of the case, we have the bore brush, which I'll never use. We have the cleaning rod, again, which will never be used. We have the crescent wrench that was put in there to remove the threaded barrel cap or thread protector, whatever you want to call it. And also on the top of the case, we have part of the holster, the paddle of the holster. We have registration documents. They're now including a card that has items you can purchase from their website, especially the parts for the guns. Definitely a good thing to keep around. We have the disassembly instructions, reassembly instructions. We have how not to screw up your threaded barrel by shooting it without the cap on. We have a gun we can get for signing up for NRA, becoming a member. And we have an official owner's manual for the gun that you purchased that is in the box. Unlike the TP40, in which I got a TP9 owner's manual for that. We have this glorious looking insert here. It says Canik Superior Handguns. Box design has changed quite a bit. It used to be a lot smaller and a lot more compact. All right, let's take a look at what's in the box. We have this guy here, trigger lock safety. That will never be used. We have a chamber flag. Hey, little guy, the chamber flag. We have the back strap, the additional back strap, the larger one, which I'm probably going to put on and see how I like it on this particular handgun. We have the speed loader, which I never found them to be very fast. I don't know if you guys have had success with them. I have not. If you have, put some information in the comments below. Let's talk about it. We have a 15-round mag. We have the, I guess you would call these accessories. I'm not sure what to call these. But you've got the charging handle. You have the, I don't know what to call it, punch tool to remove the back strap. If you don't have actual, what's the word I'm looking for? If you don't have the actual armorer's tools, which I do have, we have the additional front sight post. I am going to change out for the green one. It's at the bottom. Can hardly see it. Kind of looks clear or yellowish, but it is green. I will replace my front sight with that. And we have the bolts and the, let's see if we can get it in there. Yeah, we have the bolts and screws and the additional mag release buttons to make it larger or smaller should you choose to. You have the 4 plates because this gun does have the RMR cut, so we have 4 of those. I'm not sure which one's going to work with the new Hollow Sun I'm going to pick up, their new red dot. And lastly, before we get to the gun, let me point something out that's in the box. They have a cut now in the box for you to place your RMR in there, should you ever remove it and want to store it. It's already cut out. Let's see if I can rip it out there. There we go. Yeah, that is pretty sweet. That is pretty sweet. It is already cut out for you, so you can drop your RMR in there if you're going to store the gun back in this box. There's a little foam piece that's cut out for it. We'll try to stuff that back in. Okay, so don't remove that because it's sticky and will not fall back into place properly. Oh well, it is what it is. Not going to use it anyway. Then we have, of course, firearm with the new design, or redesigned, I should say, holster. Covers the mag well. Has a retention button that keeps your finger out of the trigger well and on the slide where it should be. Review on the holster will be coming. It's actually pretty nice. Let's see. Still has that rattle. I hate that. I hate when they rattle in there. If it was a tad bit tighter, it'd be nice. But good enough. Good enough. Oh, there we go. There's a little spot there. Maybe I can work that. Oh, well. good enough. Let's talk about the firearm. So what did they update on this gun? You now have the threaded barrel with the barrel nut. Oh, not barrel nut. Thread protector. You now have the flat face trigger. And they've added the armor cut here now. But they didn't fix the problem where on the SFX, when you take this armor cut off, it also removes the rear sight post. So that sucks. And they added a flared mag well. And you get the +2 with this as well. And of course, it came with the 15, which is troublesome. Why they wouldn't do 2 +2s, but I understand, because if you've ever worn this concealed, this kind of protrudes a bit, where this one doesn't, because it sits more flush with the firearm. But being that it's winter now, not going to be an issue. So let's check out this trigger. So this thing's supposed to be pretty sweet from what all the gun reviewers have said about it. This new trigger is supposed to be pretty daggone sweet, so let's give it a shot. There's the wall. A little bit of play. A little bit of play. There's the wall and the brake. Reset. Ooh, wow. I barely lightened up off the trigger and that reset kicked in. There it is. I'll show you from the other angle. All right, we're going for the reset. Let's see, get my fingers out the way. There we go. Reset. Brake. I'll show you the whole wall. So there's the wall with a little bit of play right there. Right there, a little bit extra play when you hit the wall, then the brake. I'm going to enjoy shooting this. I can tell you that right now. Let's check out the internal, see if anything's changed in there. So, well, this has changed. I don't know if you've ever purchased a Canik before, but they usually have some shavings in there, but they did a good job. Someone actually took their time to clean this gun out before they boxed it up. See, it's got a little light coat of lube in there. As far as the internals go, now I can see a little bit of dirt in there, a little residue from the powder in there. But as far as the internals go, okay, this has changed. Normally, man, I cannot think right now. This is the, ooh, you guys know what this is. I can't think of what this part is at the moment. But normally this is coated black along with the trigger bar assembly itself. But all of it's chrome lined now, so it should make for a smoother action and definitely an easier wipe down when you go to clean your internals out from all the gunpowder residue. Man, take down assembly. I can't think of what this is right now. I apologize, guys, but it's now chrome. That's what's changed as far as this goes, along with the flat face trigger, but everything else internally seems to be the same design. Looks like they've upgraded the pin that's holding the takedown levers. Looks like it's a little, nope, still tiny. Still tiny. I don't know if you can pick it up there. That little guy is a Pia. Okay. Everything still looks exactly the same here. The guide rod is now chrome lined. I know in my other Caniks it's black, so this chain still, it's still steel. And you can't remove the threaded barrel. You can't remove the barrel without taking off the thread protector. So I won't be able to remove that for you guys. But it looks like it is fluted. Yeah, the barrel is now fluted now, so to save some weight. But that looks like it for the updates. Everything else looks exactly the same. Let's put her back together. Get over there. There we go. Okay, throw it back in the holster. So, I'm Romeo Tango. Please like, subscribe if you like my content. If you have any comments, meet me in the comment sections below. We'll discuss. I have not fired the gun yet. I actually just purchased it. As always, guys, if you can't be quiet, be deadly. All right, welcome back, guys. Quick update. I went upstairs, grabbed my Red X dual mag holster, or holder, because obviously plan ahead. Smell what I'm stepping in. But I've discovered something. So the mags that came with the gun drop freely. The ones that I already own, here's one for the SFX, does not drop freely. Here's one for my original Elite, does not drop freely. Yeah, they fit kind of snug in there. You can see as I yank them out. So those are the ones that came with the gun, and these are my originals. And you can see it's kind of snug in there. It's kind of snug. You can hear it. Interesting. Not a big deal. It'll work itself out over time. I know that. But yeah, just so you guys are aware, when you get the new Combat Elite, some of your old mags might have an issue riding in there. But over time, that will wear itself thin and it will start working just fine. I'm sure of it. I am sure of it. It'll wear itself out. Friction will cause that to wear thin. Anyway, like and subscribe below. I'm Romeo Tango. If you can't be quiet, be deadly. I immediately told the guy boxed up. I'll be right back. So today I got to fire it for the first time after owning it, probably over a week now. It's just been sitting around and getting parts. So I start from the rear to the front. I added the Holosun HS507 Charlie to it. Wonderful optic. Same design as the EOTech. Same design as the HS510 Charlie, which I run on my rifles. I think I have one on my ACR, on a couple other rifles, I don't remember. Too many guns to think about. But I love Holosun optics, and this one is great. So after zeroing it, I think I zeroed it at either 10 or 15, I can't remember. I was gonna push it out further and adjust zero, but then I remembered it has the tick marks in there. So I just had to apply the tick mark to where I wanted to hit at distance, and there it was. So great optic. I'd like to hear from you, like serious, legit competition shooters. I'd like to hear from you running one of these and see how it works for you based on the competition, having all the distance shots that you take. Easy to acquire, bright, very bright, does everything I want it to do. I'm in love with the optic. I'm in love with the handgun. The only issue and I've only had one issue with this handgun. And I even shot the cheapest ammo I've ever shot, which is that Winchester Brown box, the whatever they call that one, the steel case. I've had it jam up in my Scorpion. It just won't feed through the magazine properly because that ammo has some kind of lacquer coating or something that stops the ammo from feeding properly through the magazine into the chamber. No issues in here, but I did have issues with previous generation magazines. The ones that it came with, this one and the 18 rounder it came with, they drop free fine, but the previous generation magazines, they get stuck in there. They'll come out maybe halfway, I'll say halfway, and they stop there. But I have been wanting to practice new mag changes, or new style of mag change I haven't really paid much attention to. Well, it's not really new, but something I just have been neglecting to do. It's the demo here. It's, I guess you could call it like a top off. So say your mag, it's called an L mag change. So let's say you just want to get a fresh mag in there. So draw your new mag, rip, slip, drop into your pouch. Now you got a fresh mag, and then in case you need to come back to this one, you still have this one. And there's still one in the pipe in case something comes up. So I got to practice those because the mags wouldn't drop free. That's the only issue I've had with it. It fired all the ammo, not a single hiccup. I changed out the front optic. I put the green one in. I haven't doctored it up yet. I just put it in and I'm just letting it cure. It's been sitting there for over a week now, so it should be time to nip and snip and make it nice and pretty up here. I obviously added the optic to the rear, and I added the large back strap on here. That's it. This gun is running flawlessly, no issues. Probably the sweetest trigger I've ever had the pleasure of pulling out of a gun that came out of the box. You know, I know you guys got some Gucci stuff laying around, but out of the box, man, this is nice. I don't know if I can capture it on camera. Let's see. But no, I can't get it to focus. But right here, this trigger, yeah, you can kind of see it. The trigger does have a surface on it to give you a better purchase when your finger's on it. If you're fine without gloves, but always shoot with gloves. But because that trigger was like that, I did shoot without gloves. Doesn't do much in the way of stopping or preventing your finger from slipping, honestly. But it looks nice. It feels good on the old trigger finger. With gloves, it probably will add some traction because it gives the glove something to stick to, depending on what type of gloves you're wearing. Smooth trigger, smooth action, short travel to the wall. Very, very quick reset. Like that break and that reset is pretty awesome. Adieu. That's it. I mean, you can't beat this. So because it's set up similar to the SFX, I was shooting it like it was my SFX. So I had a slight learning curve of manipulating the recoil on this because I kept being reminded this was not my SFX by the way the target looked on the other end. So I'm not quite driving tax with it yet, but man, this is now my duty gun. This is what I'm packing. I like it. I'm gonna get my hands on a suppressor one of these days and try that out, see how sweet it runs with that on there. The only downside to this, if you've never had a gun with a suppressor barrel, is you gotta take the thread protector off to get to the barrel should you want to remove it and do further inspections or cleaning with it outside of the slide. I'm a fan. I've only put maybe about 160, 180 rounds through it today. Short day because I'm just super busy. I have a lot going on right now, work-wise. So probably not going to be able to do a lot of reviews of new products I haven't as quickly as I normally would, but I'll get them out to you guys. I don't want to waste too much more of your time. Sweet shooter, sweet gun. About 180 rounds through it, no hiccups, even with the cheapest of ammo I could find just to see if it would work, because I've had issues with the ammo in the past with other firearms. This one, no issues. Trying to decide on what light I want to put on the front. Like, I'm going to set this up. It's going to be a true duty pistol. It's going to be my go-to gun. This thing is still, this charging handle is still a meat grinder. So I'm probably going to knock off maybe 3 rungs of it to make it shorter and file it down to make it smoother. Just so when it's in the waistline, that's not digging into me, because yes, I am going to carry the charging handle. Why? Because I like the damn charging handle. As always, guys, any questions, leave me in the comment sections. You want to discuss about this recent firearm, you want to discuss about the 510 Charlie, leave me in the comment sections. We'll discuss. Outside of that, guys, I'm Romeo Tango. Please like, subscribe, comment below, and as always, if you can't be quiet, be deadly. Hey, real quick, guys, my discount code is still available on Red X Gear's website. You can get yourself up to 15% off on their website for holsters or mag holders. Just check them out. Go to their website, punch in my name, get yourself up to 15% off. That is RT Good Night, all caps. Check them out.